In this video, we are going to look at the bearish case for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and why I think this is not the most likely scenario. What's up guys, Dirk here from intelligentcryptocurrency.com. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button below, click the notification bell after you do so you do get future updates. If you want me to send you an email every time I upload a new video, get on my email list down below. It is the first link in the description. Sign up for my crypto masterclass, you get on my email list, and that way I will send you an update every time I upload a new video. Alright, so the bear market case, this is something that people have been saying since $30,000. People have been saying, hey, this is a dead cat bounce. This is going to create a lower high. This is going to be a bull trap rally before it goes down and we go into an extended bear market. Okay, so what the theory here is this is the market cycle, and basically the people who are bears, who believe that the bull run is over, they believe we've seen this entire cycle all the way up to the new paradigm, and that the crash that happened in May was after the new paradigm. We've had this drop, and what we're seeing right now, this over here, is we are seeing this return to normal. So this dead cat bounce, relief rally, bull trap, this is actually the bull trap up here, because if this were to be the case, and this would be now an extended bear market, well then basically it's making people believe that we are going to new highs. People start buying in back over here, and then all it does is go lower and lower and lower and lower until the cycle repeats. Now, let's look at the chart to see if that could actually be the case. So, going back to the previous cycle, the 2017 cycle, we can see how this is in action compared to the market cycle, right? So we had this huge run, this huge blow off top, then we had this sell-off, and then we had this complacency rally, complacency shoulder. This was the bull trap. After that, it sold off, and it went down and sideways for multiple years. Now, this is what the bears are saying, that the rally that we're seeing now is this one right here, right? This one moving up higher, and then from here it's going to sell off and go lower, and the bull run is done, and that is finished. Now, first of all, a couple of reasons why what has happening now is completely different to this. Okay, first of all, this was an 18-month rally. Okay, it went from July 2016, that was the halving, to December 2017. So that was an 18-month approximately. All right, we had our halving in May 2020. We are currently at about 15 months. So we are not at the same length of this previous cycle yet. On top of that, we have the 4-year cycle where in 2013, the cycle peaked in November 2013. This peaked in December 2017. Okay, so if the 4-year cycle is still in play, because there's a 4-year halving period between Bitcoin halvings, then we're in 2021. It would make sense that we're looking at December of 2021 or January of 2022 for a top, and not in the middle of the year like we saw earlier this year with May being a top. On top of that, we also have a mid-cycle sell-off that happened in 2013. It happened in 2017. Between the period of about April and September, we had a sell-off in 2013 cycle and 2017 cycle, and we had that sell-off now. So there is still nothing that is completely different compared to the previous cycles. We could still very well be in a mid-cycle sell-off with a continuation to the upside. Keep those things in mind before we go and look at the cycle right now. So this is the run that we've had. This was 2017 in comparison to now on Bitcoin, okay? So this run, look at this top, okay? Compared to this top where we had this parabolic move to the upside with this massive blow of top, where in the last 30 days or so of the Bitcoin cycle, when it peaked in December 2017, it almost went a 3x in that last period, okay? So what we've had now is we've had this run. But look at this. This is a perfectly rounding top. It doesn't really look at all like this blow of top over here, combined with the fact that it's a mid-cycle sell-off pattern. Okay, middle of 2013, middle of 2017, middle of 2021, the exact same pattern. We had the sell-off, and now we're at this point. So what the bears are saying is that this could potentially be a relief rally or a lower high, or whatever you want to call it, that it's going to stop in this kind of resistance area over here, and that is going to sell off and do something like this, and potentially for the next 2-3 years go sideways before we start the next cycle. So far this looks completely different. We have this rounding top that happened perfectly in the middle of the year. We had the sell-off that has happened in the previous 2 cycles in the middle of the year, and we are not yet towards the end of the year, which would line up with the 4-year cycle. So we have had this rally. On top of that, the market is looking completely different. We have had a ton of fundamental news, a ton of institutional money that keeps flowing in. I'll make another video soon about the latest headlines, but just non-stop funds being started, millions, hundreds of millions of dollars being invested into the crypto markets. Okay, so there is a lot of buying that's happening. There's a lot of fundamental bullish news that would support a further run up, in my opinion. So we have seen a steep run over here. Okay, it's been a big rally. For the last about 4 weeks, it has gone from $29,000 to almost $48,000. But again, this is nothing unusual because it did something very similar over here in January of 2021, where we went from 30,000 all the way up to 57,000. Then we dropped back down to about 45 and then, created this. So this rally that we've seen from 29 to 48, it's a big rally, but it's nothing too insane. I mean, look, even here, right? We went from 10,000 in October to 42,000. So if the bull run is in play, okay, and we have this massive buying power behind it, the price of Bitcoin can move tens of thousands of dollars really without much of a correction. We've seen it over here, we've seen it over here. So even this move from 29 to 48 isn't anything that's extremely alarming in terms of, hey, this is not possible, we're reaching a top, because it can't continue at this pace. It is possible, right? We can go to 50, 60, maybe even higher than that in one go without some sort of pullback. Now, what is also important, I made a video about this recently on the channel, is the 200-day moving average, which a lot of people watch as being a determining factor of whether we are or are not in a bull market. Now, we dropped down below it. Right now, we have gone above it, and we are sitting right on this level. So if this level holds as support, okay, and currently the 200-day moving average is about $45,500. So we are sitting on there just above there. If this holds and we flip this into support, I think we can start a major rally over here. Okay, and as you can see, this is quite clearly also a strong kind of resistance level over here. This whole area between, let's say, 48 and 52,000. Okay, but if we can get above this, if we can get above the 200-day moving average, and I said in that video also that I made recently, is that if we can flip this into support and we could see something like this and we can get above that 52, then we can continue for our blow off top towards the upside. That is still the scenario I'm personally leaning towards, that we are going to see the cycle repeat in a similar way. The 2013 cycle, which had a huge blow off top towards the end of the year. So my theory is still that October, November, December, maybe January, we're going to see a big pump. Historically, Q4 is a very good month for cryptocurrencies, and hopefully that 4-year cycle is going to play out where we see a blow off top maybe in December or January. Of course, there's also still the possibility of lengthening cycles, that each cycle maybe expands by about 6 months, meaning that we might actually see this run until the middle of 2022, although I think still the more favorable, more likely scenario is still a blow off top in December or January of this year, but maybe it could extend a little bit. So my least likely scenario is that we are in a bear market. I'm not saying it's impossible. You can't say that anything is impossible. Anyone who says anything with 100% certainty, in financial markets, they're basically lying. And if they happen to get lucky and they say, hey, they were right, okay, maybe they got lucky, but you don't know, right? Nobody knows the future, and anything is still a possibility. We're working with probabilities here based on previous cycles, based on market action, based on the fundamentals, everything, and combining that and then making the best possible guess. So my best possible guess is still a blow off top towards the end of the year. The second guess I'd have is if it is a lengthening cycle, okay, maybe it can still extend by up to 6 months, so up to the middle of 2022, if that first scenario doesn't play out. And my least likely scenario, but not impossible, is that this is a bear market and it's going to sell off and we're just going to continue going lower, okay? It's never impossible, but I think it is unlikely at this point. And the thing that I would watch for indeed is very much just a rejection of this. And then what I'd be looking for if we do get rejected at this level and we go back down below the 200 moving average, there's a support and resistance level over here at around 40,000, 41,000. And if that fails, about 35, 34,000, which would be about this level. If we get below, say 34,000 again, then I would be questioning the bull market. As long as we're above there, and ideally above, say, 40,000, and even better above 45, if we can hold this 200-day moving average, my most favorite scenario is still a continuation back to the highs, to new all-time highs, and a blow-off top towards the end of the year. Guys, I can't tell the future, obviously, just like everyone else. I'm trying to be as transparent as possible here, make my best guesses, and show you why I'm saying these things, comparing it to those other things, and not just saying, oh, the bull run's over. Or, I don't want to be a delusional bull, and I don't want to be a delusional bear, okay? We call it as it is. So if the charts are showing that we could be entering a bear market, like I said, with the rejection, and we get down below 34,000, I'll reconsider. But until then, I think this is still my most favorite scenario, and we will see in the next few months. There's less than 6 months left of this year, so we're going to know pretty quickly how things are going to play out. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think is going to happen? Are you a bear? Do you think we're going to get rejected here and go into a multi-year bear market? Are you a bull? Do you think we're going to go to new all-time highs by the end of the year, or at the latest before the middle of next year? What do you think is going to happen? Leave a comment down below. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, smash the like button, share, and then you will continue to get my updates. And as you may already know, if you are not yet a member of my Intelligent Cryptocurrency, the doors are open. You can become a member now. I will not have this open forever, okay? I've reopened it temporarily because we had this pullback, we had this market reset, and I think there was a good opportunity for those who missed the run at the first half of the year to be able to get back in without paying excessive premiums on crazy high prices. And like I said, I still think my most likely scenario is that we are going to go higher, which would mean in that scenario that there's still a lot of potential for upside gains. Okay, that's why I've reopened the doors. I'm telling you now, this is still the best time to be able to get involved and learn and position yourself. Most people only are going to get interested when we get back to 65,000, or when we're going to new highs and we're approaching that euphoria and that new all-time top. That's how psychology works, and that is the worst time to start learning about crypto or to start positioning yourself. If you're waiting, right, and even you didn't get involved in these lows and here, like if you're going to get involved near that top, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to be profitable and for you to actually get an ROI out of that if you get involved just before the top. So right now, I'm telling you, please, if you are going to do anything with crypto, it is better to do it now than wait. There's a 60-day money-back guarantee on my membership, so you have nothing to risk. Absolutely. You can join. If you're not happy within 60 days, let us know. You get a full refund. But now you can learn. You can position yourself. You can interact with myself and over 1,000 other members in our chat groups. You get the monthly newsletter. You get all those updates. All you need to do is sign up. It's the second link in the description down below. Join us risk-free for 60 days. Learn. And if you're not happy, you can simply cancel your membership. But please, if you are going to do anything with crypto, do not wait until the end of the year when we're at new all-time highs and when things are absolutely nuts, because that is the worst time to get involved. So sign up now, second link in the description down below if you want. If not, my YouTube will always be free, and you can follow me on Instagram too. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.